welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming my favorite video to film every month. It is my haul video. I decided to film monthly hauls about a year ago because it seemed like an easy way to keep track of all of my purchases. So if you're interested in seeing what I spend my money on in the month of October, just keep watching. So you guys, I have some goodies I want to show you really quick. So these products were sent to me back in the day and I put them away in a little box and I was like, I'm going to film a video called Makeup Sent to Me by my subscriber or something like that, because my wonderful subscriber Tracy sent me a bunch of makeup like literally probably a year ago. And I finally told myself, like, Karen, you're not actually going to go through this, so let's stop like playing games. Let's just incorporate these products into your makeup routine instead of keeping them aside. So I actually went through everything she sent me and I took some of my favorite products to use in my everyday. So she sent me this beautiful blush from Becca. I love the Becca Luminous blushes and this is in the shade Dahlia. Of course, this is like extremely pigmented, so I have to remember to go in with a light hand, but such a beautiful blush and I love their other blushes as well. And then she also sent me the Drama Queen highlighting palette from KHMAKEUP, and I had been telling you guys I wanted to try KHMAKEUP. Well, lo and behold, I've had this highlighter palette for months now and I haven't tried it yet, so I did take it out of the box so I can keep it on my desk and hopefully use it. So we'll see. I feel like I haven't really heard anyone mention KHMAKEUP, if it's good or bad. I think the only person I've seen talk about it is Kathleen Lights, and she really likes a lip balm of theirs, so we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys posted about this palette. Have not used it. I've literally had it for months. So Tracy, if you're watching this, thank you so much for sending me all the other goodies as well. Okay, so I'm going to get some non-makeup items out of the way. Another thing I recently picked up is this bottle. This is my dupe to the Hydro Flask. So I had posted on my Instagram account that I was looking to buy a nice water bottle so I could drink more water. And I was gonna buy, I think, a Hydro Flask. And then my friend Amy Loves Makeup here on YouTube, messaged me and she was like, try out this water bottle. I have it. I really like it. So she sent me the link and I bought one in October. And then this is the one I just purchased this week. So my original bottle I actually keep at work. And then I bought another one for home because I really found these to be effective. And they're like 20 bucks and sometimes you can even get them on sale. So I'd rather not spend $50 on a water bottle. So I'm glad I found this. Now I won't say that this will keep my water cold for like 24 hours like some of the other water bottle claims, but it does keep my water cold for quite some time and I can always add a bunch of ice into this and it keeps stuff cold. I like the little spout and I love all the variety of colors and patterns they have. So I did pick this up. I think this is called a Simple Modern water bottle and yeah, I'm really enjoying this. So this bright yellow color definitely makes me happy. So just wanted to mention that. And then the last non-makeup item I think I'm going to mention is these two nail polishes I picked up from Holo Taco. I wanted to try Holo Taco for a while. I saw Teresa Is Dead wear the shade Green Taffy in a video and I thought it was so beautiful. And then they launched a multi-chrome nail polish collection. And I would have bought all of the shades if I had like $1 million, but I didn't. So I decided to get this shade called Miss Shift. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like the most beautiful green to purple multi-chrome. So if you guys have been meaning to try Holo Taco, I would highly recommend. Honestly, their formula is really good. And now I want to buy like a bunch of stuff off their website. I really want to try their top coat and stuff like that. So if you guys have tried anything else from Holo Taco, I would love to hear your recommendations down in my comment section because I do love to dabble in nail polish and I would love to buy more things from Holo Taco. Okay guys, so now on to makeup. I have two quite big piles here, some lipsticks and stuff. So let's start off with the smaller pile. The first thing on here is the little Zendo palette from Natasha Denona. Honestly, if I knew that the Trio Chrome palette was coming out, I probably wouldn't have picked this one up, but it seemed like she wasn't going to do anything else for holiday, so I was like, fine, I'll grab it. All my friends grabbed it. You know, sometimes it's like FOMO kicks in, so I did end up picking this up. It's a nice palette. It's definitely not my favorite mini palette from Natasha Denona. I think my favorite mini palette from her is the gold palette. I honestly haven't been drawn to picking this up and using it, which is why you haven't seen a video from me. So if you guys really want me to do a video, let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, I'll probably just keep it and not make a video about it. Okay, so the next thing I picked up is some new products from Milani. I actually was gonna pass on their Halloween collection, even though I thought the eyeshadow palettes were so pretty. And then they launched these two blushes and I lost my mind. So they launched Sunrise Serenita and Coco Felicita. And I did do a video where I demoed both of these blushes as well as the eyeshadow palette. If you guys haven't seen it, I would highly recommend checking it out. This eyeshadow palette honestly really surprised me in a good way. This green shade called Mischief is actually a really pretty green. And I was really into the spooky season this year, and there were so many cute Halloween palettes that came out, so I'm really happy that I picked this palette up from Milani. Okay, so the next items are from PR, and Midas Cosmetics, who I am an affiliate with, did do a pastel collection. This is their fall collection, and they did two pastel palettes, one for lighter skin tones, and then they did one for medium skin tones. I thought this collection was very iconic for them to do two different palettes for two different types of skin tones. So I know they aren't the first brand to do products like this, but I still think it's very innovative, and it's so nice to see brands kind of cater to different skin tones. They also did a new gloss collection with the pastel collection, so these are the gorgeous glosses they did. I have a full demo of the glosses as well as the eyeshadow palettes on my channel, so again, feel free to search for those, and my discount code with them is KHMAKEUP, so you will save 20% when you use that code on Midas Cosmetics website. Okay, so here's something bougie I picked up in the month of October. I placed an order with Lisa Eldridge on her website, and my friend Amy can't stop raving about how much she loves Lisa Eldridge's lipsticks, so I decided to pick 3 of her new shades up. I have been wearing these in videos, so you guys can see what these shades look like on my skin tone. And let me just show you again really quick. This is the shade Blush, Velvet Blush. It's such a beautiful, like, mauve-y, holiday appropriate color. And these are her matte formula. So if you look at the actual bullet, oh my gosh, you can just see like how matte this formula is. And they're just stunning lipsticks, honestly. I'm very happy I bought these, but if you were to ask me again, I probably wouldn't say like run out and spend the money because they are quite expensive. I believe they're like 26 pounds. So I think I paid close to $100 for all 3 of these with the conversion. And that nude shade was called Affair, I believe. Yeah, Velvet Affair. And then this one is called Dragon, and it's the beautiful red shade. So I'm happy with the shades I picked out. They are very nice. And I do keep them on my vanity up here. So when I get ready, I do grab for these just because I want to test out the new products in my collection. And these are really nice. I just feel like the price is what really deters me from telling you guys to run out and buy more. You know what I mean? So those are my Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. Okay, next purchase I made is 2 Ofra products. These were on sale and they are pretty new. So they did a collaboration with Cameron White Beauty for this blush highlighter duo compact. And it's honestly the blush shade that sold this compact to me. I love a hot coral blush color, but honestly this shade doesn't really pick up that much on my brushes, so I haven't used it a ton. And then I'm not sure what highlighter is on here, but I thought maybe I could get a beautiful glowy look with this. So far I haven't really experienced it because, like I said, the blush is very, very light. So I've been trying to swirl the two together and make the shade that I'm envisioning in my brain, but we'll see. I'll try and keep you guys posted. I honestly haven't used it that much because I wasn't in love when I first tried it, and then it kind of fell to the back of my pile. And then I also picked up a full size of the Bali highlighter. I have this in a blush palette that Ofra sent me, but I kind of thought I should get it in a compact so I can keep it on my desk here and use it whenever I feel like it. So maybe I should try some of it now. Let's see if I can get it to pop on my skin. I just thought this was a really nice wearable color for my skin tone because I know the Ofra highlighters are very blinding. So I decided to pick this up because it has kind of like a more tan girl friendly sheen to it, whereas some of their highlighters are very icy. So yeah, this is the shade Bali in case any of you guys are interested in picking up an Ofra highlighter. Another highlighter I picked up this month was the Natasha Denona I Need a Glow highlighter in this beautiful champagne color. This highlighter is really stunning. It's almost like understated. It has a creamy texture to it. I really like it. It's probably my favorite highlighter from Natasha Denona. I've definitely tried her face products in the past, and like I mentioned in the video when I tried this product, I have tried her blush palettes and her big face palettes, and I've never really liked those. I've decluttered quite a few of them, but this one's really good. I also really like her Duo Glow formula, so she's a little hit and miss for me when it comes to face products, but this one is very nice and I really do like it. It's a little spency though, so keep that in mind. Okay, here's a product I'm considering returning. Honestly, I was really excited to try the Goss blush, and I picked it up in the shade Vivid Azalea, and I thought maybe I could go in with this blush with a really light hand and make it work. But I did try to do that in a video. You guys saw it pretty recently. I'm wearing this in my Sephora recommendations video for the eyeshadow palettes, and a lot of you had commented that my blush looked a little crazy in that video, and I do agree. The thing about this blush is once you put it down, it's really hard to blend out. So when you blend it out, it just like expands all over your face, and then it makes it look like you have like really sensitive skin. Whereas I like my blushes to kind of blend into my cheeks and not just sit there. So I'm not really loving this color, and I'm not sure I love the formula. So for the price point of this, I think I'm going to have to send this back to Beautylish because I really can't afford to keep something I'm not going to use all the time or that I'm not obsessed with. So just a quick review on the Goss blush. Not my favorite blush formula. I've recently tried so many beautiful blushes that I cannot justify recommending this to you guys. Okay, another palette I can't recommend to you guys is the Makeup Mario Metallics palette. So I haven't actually used this on my eyes yet. I did swatch it in a testing new makeup video, but I never ended up putting this on my eyes. So I really need to try and prioritize this. But that's the thing about palettes that are all metallics. I think they sound like a really genius idea. But when it comes to somebody that has a YouTube channel and makes YouTube videos, the chances of me reaching for something like this, the eyeshadows have to be such a good formula, because most eyeshadow palettes I've tried this year have been awesome. And when you can meet the right ratio of metallics and mattes in one palette, then it makes it easier for me because I have a one-stop shop. Whereas with this palette, now I need to go hunt down some metallics. So versus with this palette, I need to go hunt down some matte shadows to use with it. So yeah, it makes me want to reach for this less, so I really need to prioritize using this and letting you guys know what I actually think, because the swatches were really beautiful, but I don't know how the metallics are gonna look on my lids. So make sure you guys are keeping an eye out for my recommendations on that particular palette. And next is one I really enjoyed. This I got in PR. This is the El Barrio palette by Terra Moon Cosmetics. I really love Terra Moon's Chameleon eyeshadows. You guys know I was not expecting to get this in PR. Oh my gosh, I literally wanted to scream when she DM'd me and asked if she could send me the palette, because I have bought a lot of things from Terra Moon in the past, and then when I saw that they were coming out with a palette, I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to buy it. But I was trying so hard to be on a makeup budget, so I was humming and hawing. Plus it was a pre-order, so I know these won't ship till like December. So then I was like, is it going to make sense for my YouTube channel to buy something so far in advance? La-di-da-di-da. Like I was running all the scenarios in my head. So I'm so glad she sent this to me. This is such a beautiful palette. The metallics are amazing and the green eyeshadows are so good. So I'm so happy I have this palette in my collection. I hope you guys check out the video if you haven't already, and let me know down in the comments, did you pick this palette up? Because it's really good. I saw that this palette came back in stock, and so I did buy the Raw Beauty Christie palette. I can't remember if I showed this in my last haul video, but I haven't even touched it yet. So I really want to try this guy out and let you guys know my thoughts. I think some of you had said you want to see a video. So I'll try and prioritize that. Let's see how that goes. I also decided to try the brand IBY. I did realize that they are sold at Macy's, and Macy's had a sale, so I did pick up 2 palettes from them. Obviously, I haven't tried these yet because they're brand new and they've literally been sitting there all month long. So let me know down in the comments, would you guys like to see a video with me testing out these palettes? They were pretty affordable, so I'm excited to try them. They look beautiful. The shades inside are stunning. So I hope the formula is good. So I finally tried Black Moon Cosmetics in October. They launched a new palette. I feel like it had been a while for them to launch something new. So I did end up grabbing the Urban Myth palette. This palette is so gorgeous. It's so easy to use. I love that it has some colorful mattes as well as some beautiful metallics to pair with it. If you aren't wanting to do a colorful look, you can also do a neutral look pretty easily. So I think this is a really nice palette with enough variety for 10 shades. And it's not boring. And I also really love the Urban Myth packaging with Loch Ness on the front. And I think this was just such a fun Halloween palette. I feel like I will definitely keep reaching for this, you know, in the upcoming years around Halloween time. So yeah, I really like this guy. Another favorite from October is my Celestial Divinity palette. Oh my gosh, I hummed and hawed about buying this guy, but I'm so happy I did because this is quite the opposite of a lot of other Pat McGrath palettes. Usually her bigger palettes are kind of heavy, kind of in that lacquered black packaging, which don't get me wrong, I feel like for that price, I am expecting something luxurious, but this one is nice and lightweight, and I feel like this would make such a fun travel palette. I'm also looking forward to pairing this palette with the Natasha Denona Triochromes because this one has definitely more metallics in the Triochrome, whereas the Triochrome is more matte. So I'm very, very excited to continue playing with this palette. If you guys have been wondering about whether you should pick this up, I personally think this is a great way to try Pat McGrath. I also have a video on this palette, so I would highly recommend checking this video out. Okay, I feel like October was the month where I bought things and then I didn't try them. I also bought, you guys can let me know if you want to see a video on this. I thought it would be such a genius idea for me to film a video with the new Lorac palette. Lorac did like a huge, I don't know, rebranding. I don't even know what happened to them, but I used to love Lorac eyeshadows, you guys. At one point, I had every eyeshadow palette from them, so when I saw this puppy on the Ulta Beauty website, I was like, let me grab that. Because like I said, I used to love Lorac eyeshadows, and then I went through this phase where I really hated Lorac eyeshadows. Then they kind of fell off the face of the earth for me and I wasn't really interested in them. And then I saw so many people kind of talking about the new palettes, so I was kind of curious and I bought one palette to try out because I thought it would be fun to do a video kind of like testing a brand out that I used to love. Because if you go far back in my channel, you'll see when I got like all the Lorac Pro palettes and the Mega Pros and stuff like that. I used to be a huge Lorac junkie, so if you don't believe me, the evidence is there. You can go find it. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see a video with this palette. I feel like it's already kind of old, but I did buy it. It's just been sitting here this whole time. It's unused. It's very cool toned and I think a bit of a warm tone palette as well. It's definitely a very boring neutral palette, but I've noticed sometimes you guys really respond to videos about boring things on my channel, which is totally okay because I feel like I love colorful, I love neutral, so I'm glad that we have that balance here on my channel. So another thing that was sent to me in PR, I'm so excited because I actually asked Sigma Beauty if they could send these and they were so kind and they did. So I've been wanting to try their blush palette as well as their bronzer contour palette, so they sent both of these over and I did use this in a video as well. So here is what the blush palette looks like. I was so curious because Sigma always has such good sales and then they always have like a good discount, so I just thought these would be fun to try out. It might be an easy product for me to recommend to you guys, especially if I like these. Also, I feel like these would make such a good gift during the holiday season. especially because, like I said, Sigma always has a good discount. So I'm all about saving you guys money on makeup. And so I tried these out in a video. I think it was my Juvia's Place video, so you'll have to check and see. So I'm excited that I have the blush and sculpt palette from Sigma Beauty, and I'll definitely be putting it to more use and keeping you guys posted on my thoughts on the palettes. So my husband wanted to buy me some makeup, and I was looking around online and I saw Fenty Beauty was having a sale. So I decided it was finally time to try some of the Snap eyeshadow palettes. So I have number 10 now. So I think I might need to do a little video with this palette because a lot of you, when this was announced, asked me if I would be reviewing this palette. These are way smaller than I thought they were. They're like the size of a little credit card. And then I had to get the number 9 because this one, Wine Shade, this shade right here just like made me want this entire little palette. So I got both of these for like 30 bucks. So each palette was $15. It didn't make me feel like I was totally breaking the bank. And I love that you can like snap them together. So if you're like traveling, you can easily like snap them together and take them with you. It's just kind of a fun detail when it comes to the Fenty Beauty snap shadows. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see a video on that. And now we're getting into some of the best of the month of October. I did pick up the new Juvia's Place mini palettes, and I've already filmed a video on these. So if you guys are curious, I would say the Nubian Glow was my least favorite. This is the more yellow tone one. Honestly, I think you guys can skip this unless you're really into like golden yellow shades. But this purple one called the Royal, this is an amazing purple mini eyeshadow palette. Now it does have a pressed glitter, and I know a lot of people aren't into pressed glitters, but even if you just ignore that pressed glitter, the 5 other shades in this palette are so bomb. There's 3 mattes and then 2 beautiful shimmers that you can pair every which way you can think of, and such a good palette. I would highly recommend this one to you guys. Okay, my next favorite palette from October is the Book of Magic palette from Beauty Bay. Oh my gosh, Beauty Bay really like fuck the game up with this palette. I love this color story so much. Like, I love greens, but second to greens, blues and purples paired in one palette is so beautiful. I recently did a video which was a collab with my friend Amy. She sent me her Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette 28 in the purple blue color story, and I had referenced this palette in that video because I said I would love to own that palette, but it's $230. So if you're looking for a good dupe to that color story, maybe consider picking up the Book of Magic. This palette is like $25, not even, it's like $21 with shipping from Beauty Bay, which I believe is a UK-based website. So, oh my gosh, this was such a good deal. I'm so happy I picked this up, and I think this is such a fun palette. The metallics are so beautiful, and I can't wait to play with this some more. So we're down to the last palette in this video, and oh my gosh, she was worth the wait. I didn't even know or see this one coming, but this is the Juvia's Place Wahala 2 palette, and oh my goodness, this palette sucked me in. I was so excited when I saw it, and I was even more excited when I got it in person. There's a multi-chrome in this palette. There are some pressed glitters, but like I said, sometimes looking past a pressed glitter just so you can have an awesome color story is worth it for me. I know not everyone likes pressed glitters, but I had so much fun playing with this palette. I even took this palette with me to a Halloween kind of like get ready. My friend was a loofah. She was a blue loofah and she wanted blue eyeshadow, and I was like, girl, do I have the blue eyeshadow for you? So I bought this palette over, and we put some of this Goals blue glitter on her eyelids, and she was the most glittery loofah you did ever saw. Oh my gosh, I just dug my nail in there. I've been digging my nails into eyeshadow palettes all week long. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I really like this palette. Again, I did film a video with an eye look and swatches of the Wahala 2 palette. So if you guys are interested, definitely check that out. And that is it. I feel like I've talked and I've talked and I've talked, and my mouth is actually hurting from all the talking I've done. So I'm going to cut this video off right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your favorite purchase of October 2020 down in the comments. You guys know I love chatting to you there. And I will see you in my next video soon. Bye now!